So now we've just got tail bottom. Sounds good. Good luck. Okay. Tail bottom. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that wing thing again with the other material, so I don't know how long it's gonna take me in the end to get all this cut out. It feasibly may end up taking into next stream just to cut stuff out. There are a lot of pieces to this one. Oh, I forgot. One of the things whenever we went to the dispensary today, with any purchase, since it's 420, they're giving you these free, I don't know what to call it other than weed water. It's a drink. Um, it's water with THC in it. And it sounds dangerous, but it's got a lot more THC in it. I was thinking about trying it tomorrow. Um, Definitely was not going to drink it tonight because I assume you'd have to finish it the day that you opened it, and I didn't want to start too late in the day, depending on how that went. I'm just become a ridiculous lightweight in my old age. Okay, let's put one more in it. Ouch. Hello, Daddy. How are you? Good. All we've been doing so far is cutting things. Um, we've got the inside of the wings cut out and the belly cut out. And then we were going to do the bottom of the tail with this same material. Um, I heard you had a nice dinner. Good. I was telling everybody earlier, Debbie, I'm sad because that's the last time we'll get to see Onyx and Jinxie and Maya for a while. They don't really come to this side of the state for the rest of the summer. hmm I got to see them one more time today before they headed off to the other side of the state. I was loving on the little Jinxie. We all got in the car together, so it was Billy driving, and Onyx is in front of me, and I wanted to puppy pile, so I was in the back, covered in puppies, and we picked up Ish, And so we had Maya in the floor, like spread across over Ish and Mai's feet was where Maya was. And then Abigail decided she basically wanted to be on top of Ish, and Jinxie was claiming my lap. Um, and at one point, Abigail ended up sitting on top of Jinxie. She was on Jinxie's tail end, and then Bailey sat on Jinxie's head. And Jinxie didn't move at all. She was fine with it. hmm I was like, oh my God. And they were like, no, she's got the look on her face of like, this is my lap. I'm not moving. You sit on me if you need to. This is it. hmm You're too cute. Jinxie was licking her paw today, and I said something about it, and um, Alex was like, "Yeah, I can't tell if it's allergies or arthritis or just OCD," and I was like, "Oh, I relate so hard." Um, could be any of those things. So basically, everyone's just decided that Jinxie is my spirit animal. All right, so there's the tail bit. Now I think that those are the only things that are coming out of this material. Bottom of the wing, belly, bottom of the tail. Yeah, that should be all of this. Yeah? Which kinds? Let's get all these bits and pieces in the trash. Mm. Okay. I don't think I've used the arbol. I'm pretty sure I haven't used those. Yeah? Nice. All right, let's find out if there's an obvious in and outside of this material. There's this side, and there's this side. I, f- I feel like this one is more textured? Fuzzier? Okay. You like that side more? Okay. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to try to do it so that the... Wait, I did. Okay, so is this the inside? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Um the that's what I was feeling. Okay. Good to know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the ones that are two different things, right? So bellies are done, bottom tail is done, but we're gonna have to do another wing. See if we can find the arrow on this one. I bet it doesn't have one. Does this have an arrow? Is this? I found the number. But I am having a hard time seeing if there's an arrow on it. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Do you see any arrows? Pointing down? Okay. So I think what I'm supposed to do is figure out what is down on this material. You said it was pointing, is it pointing down now? Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna, this is where it goes up, which means I need to fold it slightly differently than I had it to be able. I haven't taken the band-aid off. I think it's fine. Yesterday it mostly felt bruised. I figured that's the part that's gonna suck about it, right? Is it's gonna be like more a bruise than a rip. Oh, it was dumb. Jiggly. I didn't even know. It's the dumbest fucking thing. Dumbest possible thing. I didn't even know you could cut yourself with a butter knife. I didn't. Um, But you can if if you do it with enough force. With a butter knife. Yeah. It was. I think it was a smash and a rip. I had a 2 pound block of butter that was cold, and I was trying to cut through it, and I had my hand on the countertop, and I lost my grip on the butter block. It sliced through kind of sideways, and then it slammed down on my pinky. Um, and it was kind of one of those where it's like, that can't be cut because that would be ridiculous. And it was. It was cut. Yeah, it was dumb. She was. They're good people to have around in a crisis. Both Ish and Onyx have had to bandage me at one point now. They are an amusing group. This is so hard to pin properly. You know, with people using that delicate little tissue paper for their patterns, I don't know how pinning, just with the pinning process, they don't um just destroy the patterns. Yeah, I'm fairly certain if I tried to use that tissue paper, I would destroy it real fast. Could be. Damn it. I have to move it because it's a little off on that side for some reason. Trying not to drop pins all over the place. Because random roaming straight pins suck. Okay. Should we look to see if we want to pin any more? Let's look at the direction of things. Where's the ears? Not in this bag. I've got the mouth. Ah, there it is. So, see if I can find the arrow on this one. Okay, I think it points down that way. So let's go ahead and pin this here. I'm going to go ahead and pin whatever ones we have for the green material that have two sides. And then after we cut those out, then we'll do our singulars. I know we have all of the tail pieces are singulars, and the neck is singular, and I think that's it. I think all the rest is doubles. Okay. Singular one, singular one, body. And are you the arrow? Pretty sure that's the arrow pointing down that way. Unless we go over here, which might be good. Yeah, let's go. Well, are you wide enough? Yeah, you're wide enough. Okay. I'd like to manage to cut this material in a way that, you know, leaves us with as much usable as possible. I've got quite a collection of random scraps. At some point, we're going to have to figure out what to do with those. You will just fit. Why'd you try to come out? What do you think we should do with the scraps, Jiggly? Someday we're gonna have to pull all those out and do something. Hey, Cody. Yeah, how have you been? Has it? I'm doing well, thank you. How's your semester going so far? Beautiful. What is your favorite class this semester so far? Mmm, very cool. I took physical anthropology for my biology course, and it was really, really interesting. One of the things that we got to do was to look at bones, um, like lots and lots of different bones. And the TA for that professor um, actually took several hours a week of just his own personal time and met with me at the lab so that he could give me hands-on lessons of all of the different bone structures and aspects of them that were important and whatnot. Um, that was the most assistance I got in any science class I had because a lot of the labs in college are not very accessible. And there's a lot of like shifting of responsibility in that particular type of situation where you have the people. Hmm. Oh, it's no problem, Jiggly. I was just chit-chatting. I was just saying we've got all of these extra like bits and pieces of material, and I was wondering what we should do as a project to use up all of our scraps. It wasn't anything important. Yeah. Well, it was funny because that was the TA in there, and the TA was a really cool guy. And I loved the instructor, but what the instructor was known for was being a horse's ass. Um, I was in the we could. I was in the office of disability accommodations, and the lady in there that was taking care of me, thank you. I was giving her my class schedule, and when she saw that I had him, she's like, "Oh God, he is such a horse's ass." And I was like, "Wow, okay, this is gonna go well." But he and I got along great because I get along super well with cranky old men. It's like a specialty. All right, two tail pieces and a neck, and then that other tail piece. That's all my. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's. These are all of the two-sided ones that we need to do, and then we'll do our last three one-sided, and then all of the pieces will actually be cut out. So. I'm actually going to just cut to make my life easier. Okay. You know, it's funny. I have a friend that comes over, and he's completely fine with me using knives and anything like that, right? None of those things that normally bother people bother him. However, when I get scissors out, that is actually when he gets twingy. Like he has to look away, and that only barely helps with scissors because scissors make a very distinct snick noise every time you use them. So he'll try to look away, but he'll still be sitting there flinching every time he hears the snick. The kitchen ones hurt him. They really do. They definitely cause him pain. Mhm. Oh. Here, I'll show you. Okay, let's set this this to the side. Um, okay. So it's is that the front? That dragon? Um, we've made the cat from that pattern, and that's here. So this is the one we did in the past. And what we have going on is this green material that we're working with right now is going to be the bulk of the body. And then the underside to, uh-huh, yeah, the underside of the belly, the underside of the wings, and the bottom of the tail are this color. Um, we've got a little bit of black for the inside of the ears, and then we've got this felt material for the tail spikes, the nostrils, and the horns. And that's this. Oh, why'd you gotta do that? Why'd you gotta do that? Yeah. One of the horns, I think one of the horns ran away. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, it didn't. It did. They're all here. But no, the pen did. Yeah. Gotcha. I guess I can take all of these pieces and start putting them together. Because these are all, okay, we've got belly, bottom side of tail, tail spikes, horns, nostrils. Okay. We do need to figure out the deal with the, what is the paper stuff called? The, um, the paper stuff. That stuff. Does it? The webbing, the fusible webbing is what I've got to figure out what has to be done with that. Is that like a is that like a piece of the pattern that I need to cut out, or um their suggestion on the nostrils was that I just use the fusible webbing to attach that because um I think it's supposed to just kind of work like kind of like a glue, right? That's what was explained to me. In the wings or in the tail or for the tail. Okay. So the spiky bit of the tail is going to be put together with the fusible tape. Okay. So do I need to basically take the tail spike pattern and cut the paper to match that to put in between the two tail spike pieces? Is that how that works? Hmm. I don't know. It could be. I mean, my understanding as far as what it's supposed to do, Jiggly, is it's kind of supposed to basically be like a fabric glue so that you don't have to sew uh, that you just use the fusible webbing. Because you're going to take, here, hold on. Let me just do this and I'll show you. What they told me anyways. hmm And then you sew it. Okay, so what is the point of the fusible webbing? Because what I've got here, where is it? Where'd I put you? Mm, Here it is. What they told me with this stuff is that you're supposed to put this side against the fabric and then iron it on and then peel the paper off the back, put the other piece of fabric there, and then iron that. So I thought the whole point of it was that it was kind of like ironing the materials together. It's giving it more structure. Okay. Gotcha. It won't, it might, I think with the wings, I could see it keeping them from like the materials separating or something, you know? The the tail spikes are made out of that felt, and that felt is